How you doing, everybody? This is ShoTTa here. Going to do a video on the scout helicopter. So we'll start with the 7.62 miniguns, very high rate of fire machine guns for use against infantry, light and light armor. The 25mm cannon fires 25mm explosive shells, effective against light and medium armor as well as infantry. We're going to move into the laser guided weapon and the heat seekers. Laser guided is for ground vehicles. Also, if you have somebody who can laser designate targets, you can shoot this missile, and it's very powerful once targets are laser designated. We've got the Ecm Jammer. When activated, this countermeasure will prevent targeting. It also will prevent incoming missiles. They'll kind of spin around and they won't hit you. But if you do fire UCM too late, that missile will hit you. So you kind of want to fire UCM and then kind of dive to get out the way. Don't stay stationary because the missile will hit you. Whereas with the flares, you'll shoot off flares and then the missile will track each flare. Got your gyro stabilizer automatic system that helps to stabilize the vehicle. Your stealth coating helps to keep people that are locking onto you. Takes a little bit longer for them to lock onto you. Proxy scan will just kind of give you an idea where everyone is when you're flying by, and of course air radars to let you know where all the air vehicles are flying on the mini map. Now we're gonna move into the 25mm cannons first. These are kind of the explosive rounds. I have been using these a lot. I do like them, using them first off, but I'm kind of leaning toward the main guns again, because what I'm realizing is that though these have a lot of splash damage, they kind of take more rounds to destroy vehicles. Now on the light armor, I found that in that one little run there, it took almost 60 rounds to destroy just that little light armor vehicle. That is a lot of rounds. I mean, I ran through what I had in my primary and what I had to reload, and now I gotta wait for it to reload again. So it's kind of weird. It does take a lot of rounds to destroy those vehicles with that 25mm cannon. Now I'm gonna show you how many rounds it takes to destroy an armored vehicle like an infantry fighting vehicle and a main battle tank. Now my first run here, I was trying to destroy this from the back, but I did run out of ammo. Now remember, this reloading system, you have to be really careful how you shoot, because as you can see, it takes a pretty long time for me to reload to get back the ammo. Like once it reloads, it's got to put it in the slot and then it reloads again. So even when I did that and I shot off the 30 missiles, I still had to wait for my backup to be refilled and then reload into my primary weapon so that I could actually shoot it. So you want to be careful how you shoot. You want to be sparing how you shoot. You want to make sure when you do shoot, you hit what you're aiming at so you don't waste the rounds. So now I'm just going to kind of wait, because I realize that I need both what's in my back supply and what's in my primary weapon so that I could see if it takes 60 rounds to destroy an armored vehicle shooting it from the back. Now I'm going to pull up on the main battle tank with the 25mm cannon. I'm going to unload on it. So there you go. That's 30 rounds in the back of the main battle tank. No reactive armor. Bang, it's dead. So it did leave me with 3 left over. So it would take anywhere from 56 to 58 25mm rounds to destroy a main battle tank shooting it from the back. And also remember that it can vary at times. I'm going to try with the LAV. I'm just going to wait till my ammo reloads. There you go. And like I said before, it does vary. So you're going to see me kind of shoot this thing. I do hit it in the top a bit there, so I thought maybe that it would damage it a little bit quicker if I put a couple rounds in the top. Now here's another 30 rounds, and I did miss a few, did hit it on the bottom there. I'm going to try to use the 3 extra that I have and let it reload once again. Now like I said, it does vary at times. It depends on where you hit it. You really want to make sure you hit it in the back. And there you go, I destroyed it. So with the infantry fighting vehicle, it took a little bit more rounds, and you can see that was because I didn't directly hit it in the back. Now we're going to try from the side. From the side, I've seen that it takes anywhere from 70 to 75 rounds with the 25mm cannon to destroy armored vehicles. So you really want to make sure that you do hit it more on a 90-degree angle, or you try to hit it exactly on the side or on the top, which will always cause more damage. So there goes the first 30 rounds. Don't mind my flying a little bit there. And here comes the next 30 rounds. And as you can see, I went through 60 and I had to reload. And there you go. I was left with somewhere around, I would say anywhere from 75 to 70. Could be a little bit lower, could be a little bit more depending on how you hit it. Now, kind of want to give you an idea what it takes to destroy this vehicle here. That's one of the armored vehicles. I'm going to put a couple rounds in it just to give you an idea, just to see. We're going to land and then switch over to the 7.62 millimeter guns to see what kind of damage we can cause using that round. Now, like I said before, the 25 millimeter cannon round, it's more of a splash damage, and the good part about it is that you can use it against, say, attack boats and infantry fighting vehicles and main battle tanks. Whereas you're going to see me now switch to the 7.62 millimeter round, and this is only good against armored infantry vehicles, like say the Jeeps or the Chinese infantry vehicle. You can see I shoot at the tank, no damage. Shoot at the infantry fighting vehicle, no damage. Also try to shoot at the US armored vehicle, no damage. And the mobile artillery, no damage. The small Jeep there, because it's on the US side, you won't see the hit marker, but when I fight, go over to the enemy target, you'll see there. And as you can see, it feels as though the Jeep was destroyed faster with these rounds than with the 25 millimeter cannon rounds. Now remember, with these rounds, it has a cooldown effect. It doesn't reload. So I can see where this can be a little bit more handy if you're more just tapping it, kind of burst firing it. It will last you much longer than say the 25 millimeter cannons, but at a loss that you can attack main battle tanks, infantry fighting vehicles, and some of the armored personnel carriers. So just remember that. Now I'm going to move into the guided missile, and as you can see, I fired 2 guided missiles at the back of the LAV, and once again I ran out of ammo. So do remember, try to use your ammo sparingly. Now I know that if this was lased, it would more do a top-down attack, which would give you a lot more damage. I found that using the guided missile without it being laser designated, it was anywhere from 60 to 70% damage on vehicles on the ground. So there you go. If you put that with the 25 millimeter rounds, you could easily shoot 2 guided missiles and then do one run with 30 millimeter rounds and probably destroy an infantry fighting vehicle or main battle tank. So once again, I'm going to shoot 2 of these missiles in the back of the infantry fighting vehicle to give you an idea of the damage. I'm just kind of waiting for it to reload. And like I said before, in this game, the reloading mechanics are very different. It takes a long time to reload. So it's a good thing in a sense where if you have to flare and you run out of ammo, just kind of get to cover, let everything reload, and then go back in and take another shot at the vehicle. So I'm going to wait for my second missile. I'm going to show you what I mean by firing in the back with the guided missile. And remember too, when you're firing with these guided missiles, you have to make sure that you keep it on target. If you get a lock, fire it, and then take your crosshairs off the target, the missile will not hit. It has to remain on target. So I'm just going to land the helicopter, kind of get out and point at the damage on the vehicle to kind of give you an idea. So I estimated there anywhere from 60 to 70% damage on that vehicle. Now I'm going to give you an idea of what the range of the guided missile is. And I found that it's anywhere from about 399 meters. Anywhere you go 400 meters and above, you're not going to be able to get a lock. So you want to be within 399 meters to get a lock. And there's one missile on the small vehicle. And as you can see, it's going to take 2 missiles to destroy even a small infantry transport vehicle. It's going to take about 2 missiles, I'd say, to destroy it. But I still really like the 7.62 millimeter guns. They seem to be better when it comes to reloading mechanics because you can burst fire, which is really cool. So just remember, when using those 25 millimeter cannons, just be sparing with them. The splash damage effect is really great and it can come in handy, but I still feel going to try them out. But I feel like the 7.62 millimeter guns might be the way to go in the end, even attacking against other helicopters, because you really don't have to deal with running out of ammo, more of a cooldown effect than running out of ammo. So I hope you enjoyed this video on the scout helicopters and just the overall damage of the main cannons, be it the 25mm cannons and the 7.62mm rounds, and also the guided missiles. So here's just the example I was talking about earlier about the distance and what distance you want to be at. So thank you for watching this video. I'll leave you at the end so you can kind of judge the distance and kind of get an idea. And hope you enjoy flying in the scout helicopter. I'm really enjoying it, and I've been doing pretty well in it. I'm kind of proud of the way I've been flying. I wasn't really good in air vehicles, and I found in this game that I enjoy the controls a lot better than I did in Battlefield 3, and I'm doing a lot better because of that. And here's kind of an example shooting at the attack helicopter that I was talking about. You can use that burst fire and it will last you a little bit longer. Find that these guns might even be doing better against air vehicles. So thank you for watching. I'll see you on the battlefield. Peace out.